Hello and welcome back to Banished, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the humble town of Yonkers, where things are going okay. Things are tense, things are not perfect, but things are going okay, because production-wise, we only used 1,300 more food last year than we produced. So in theory, we have a couple more years worth of food to get us by, which, for one, is a very good thing. And also in theory, we can very quickly solve a lot of the food problems by just getting a couple more farms. We still have a lot of laborers, so I think we can get a few more farms. So what I'm going to do is give the order to clear out a bunch of that space, and we're going to get some farms back there. And hopefully they're going to be good enough to go ahead and improve everything for us. We also need to get 4 more fishermen there, which is hopefully going to be a great help. And hopefully we are going to survive. I have decided, by the way, where this series is going to end. And I've decided that the idea is that when we get 500 adults, or everyone dies, we're gonna call it there. We're aiming for 500 adults because at the moment we do have a population of... that's not the button I was looking for. We have a population of 482. But only 375 adults. So I want 125 more adults before I'm gonna call it there. And don't worry, it's not the last of Banished. It's not going to be the end of Banished in the channel. I'll take like a week away from the game to get a couple of mods. People have been saying play Colonial Charter, so I'm probably going to play that. But yeah, we'll get to 500 adults and then call it a day for Yonkers, because I don't really think there's much else I can really do with Yonkers. So that should be good. That should be fun. And that's going to be interesting to manage. I will say I'm sort of aiming for 500 adults with a degree of stability as well. So it's not just going to be like, oh, we hit 500 adults. We are also about to run out of food though, guys. So let's call it there. No, it's going to be 500 adults with a degree of stability and with the idea that they're actually going to be able to survive. So we'll see what happens. What I will also say is that we have this space here. So let's go ahead and start getting some farms. We'll do a little 12 by 10 farm there. And a little 12 by 8 farm there. And then I want a whatever by whatever farm here. We'll do a little 15 by 5 farm in that space. Then I want to do a 13 by... Can I do 13? No, I can't do 13. Alright, let's do 12 by... Let's do 11 by 11 there. Not necessarily even, but it's going to have to do. Then bring a little road just around it, please. Just like that. And over to there as well. Alright, so we'll get all that done. Food is up a little bit, which is great to see. Let's go ahead and throw beans in there. Let's throw peppers in there. And let's throw potatoes in there. So we can start growing those next year. And I'll throw a couple more farms just back here as well. So we'll do a little... what, 10 by 15? And then... Oh, we can't do 10 by 10. I can do 10 by 9 or 11 by 8. We'll do 10 by 9. And that's going to be beans as well. This one here can be cabbages. And we're going to go up to 157 farmers. There we go. Now, merchant has arrived, which is interesting news. I don't think there's really anything... That's not what I'm looking for. No. There's not really anything I'm looking for, so you can get lost, buddy. If you don't mind. So, can you guys get this done? That'd be great if you could get that done nice and quickly. Also, can I get a... I can't get one of these in there. That's kind of a shame. It would have been nice to have a storage barn out this way, but I can always go ahead and do a little stone road just along there. And we'll also go ahead and throw some... we'll throw some peppers into that space. And then hopefully get ourselves the storage barn just there on the corner. And we'll get a second one as well, just in case we need it. I don't think we're gonna need it, but, you know, better to be safe than sorry. That's for sure. Also, I've seen a couple of people around the place complaining about being cold. And the health of my citizens isn't that great. Also, the amount of food we have isn't that great either for the time of year. Production was interestingly pretty good this year. I think we might have produced more than we're going to use. Definitely a possibility, so that's great. That is definitely good news if we actually did manage to produce more than we used. Especially since the population is still steadily increasing, so yeah, that could be some very good stuff for us. Speaking of increasing the population, let's get a couple of houses just over here so that some farmers can live quite close to where they're working. So we'll just get a couple of houses in there. I wonder if I could get two just over here. No, I might be able to get them if I do this. No, I don't think that's going to work either. I can get one there, though, and I can get one just there. So we'll get those out there. That's going to be 5 new houses, which is going to encourage people to obviously go ahead and live in them, but it might also keep some people warm, is my hope. We'll see. We'll absolutely see what happens. The good news, though, is, of course, that, you know, all these guys are out here farming. Food is sitting higher at this time of the year than I think it was last year. And if we have a look, production last year was 3,000 more than we consumed. So we are now back towards safety, which is amazing news. It's exactly what I want to be hearing. But I would like to continue to produce more food than we're consuming. Because, you know, it makes me feel a little bit safer about Yonkers. It makes me feel like it's not going to fall apart anytime soon, and that's kind of what we're aiming for. Now, I will say, I'm noticing the number of children and students that we have is a bit lower than it was recently, I think. So I think that's a sign that the big population boom is kind of at an end. I think, well, I say it's at an end. These houses here are gonna see that that's not necessarily true, but I think for the most part, the population boom might be slightly over. I'm also realizing I can probably put a little fishing dock just out here somewhere. Please let me put a little fishing dock out here, because I'd really like one. Oh, I can get one there. Not the best spot for it, I don't think, but what about there? That seems like a better spot. So we're going to put a fishing dock just up that way, so we can get more food coming in at the various times of year when the farmers aren't going to be working. So that seems good. That definitely seems like a good thing. Some of you guys are already harvesting, which is good news. You are harvesting as well, which is also good news. The merchant has arrived with nothing I'm particularly interested in, to be honest. We could get pear seeds, we could get plum seeds, but I don't think I'm all that keen. Also, I'm pretty sure you aren't really having much luck with those cherries. We probably want to go ahead and, like, get rid of the apples or something and just grow cherries. So let's change that up. Let's just do it. Let's go for a couple of cherry farms there. And I mean, if things are going as well as I think they are, then we can actually get a couple of cherry farms at some point. Now, your yield is never that good. The yield in a lot of these farms is always sort of, well, it's never as good as I'd like it to be. What are you currently mining? You're doing coal, you're doing iron. We have got a lot of iron already. Let's switch you out for iron as well, or coal as well. Because I think it might be an idea to push for better tools. And that's definitely a thing I want to do. So I think pushing for better tools is potentially going to help us. Let's get a little stockpile in there as well if we can. So we'll do that. And can I get one over there? No. Alright. I can get a nice stockpile in there though. Which I'll totally do. There we go. So that should be fine. Is this thing built? Yes, it is. We're going to go up to 32 fishermen. Which is beautiful stuff. Food is looking decent. Still a lot of harvesting to do, though. Come on. You've got so much left. I kind of wish farmers helped each other in a way. Like, I think it'd be really good if, like, once you're done with your own field, you went to another one and started to help harvest that field. Granted, that could end up in a... You know, you could end up with a situation where, like, my 160 farmers are going to one field. Which might be a little bit ridiculous. That definitely could be a little bit ridiculous. That said, I'm also curious to see where they're all going. You know, I don't see why it takes these farmers so long. Like, where... Hold up. Slow the game down a bit. I want to see where you go. So you are visiting the herbalist. No, you went there. You did drop it off, and then you come back. I don't know. It's weird. Also, late autumn, and we haven't yet had snow. So there's the snow, but that's definitely not bad. Have I still got you highlighted? No, that's good. Yeah, 38,000 food is pretty great news as well. This year we have produced 56,000 and currently only consumed 40,000 food, so that's also great news. Okay. I mean, we are obviously going to need a significant population boom at some point to push us over the 400 adults threshold. But I do just need to be really careful to not overdo it. That's the thing that I always need to be wary of. Just don't overdo it. Don't go too crazy. Don't completely F things up. So that's kind of what I'm going for. This area up here, it might be time to get 4 more houses in. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So first off, I'm going to put the dirt roads just there for decoration. We are going to need to destroy that bit of stone road, because that's supposed to be dirt. And I guess what I could do as well is actually just throw... You know what? I'm gonna expand a little further than maybe I should. So let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. And let's... Well, I could double... I could go for the 16. Like, I could absolutely put... Not 16, sorry, the 12. I could put 8 houses across there, but I think that's maybe a bit much. But that said, we are producing a lot more food than we were... Okay. Let's do it. I kind of like being in a situation of peril anyway. It's kind of fun. Not necessarily knowing if I'm going to survive. And to be honest, I think Yonkers at this point has kind of been a success anyway. So we'll get those houses in. I think we were in a situation anyway where we didn't have the we didn't have enough houses for the amount of families we had. So hopefully that's going to solve that problem. That's a hope anyway. As for food, I mean we do have higher food this spring than we had last. Last year we produced about 9,000 more food than we consumed. So that is excellent stuff. Obviously I'm going to want to continue with the various farm expansion. So what I think I'll also do, as opposed to building those houses, or as well as building those houses, is clear out all of this space over here. Because what I'll do is put a couple of farms over that way, along this this little strip of land, and I can build some tunnels through, so that they're actually kind of easy to access from both over here and sort of over here. Oh, they're all built already. Jeez, that was quick. And they're all occupied too. What have you got for me? Pumpkin seeds, cabbage seeds, chestnut seeds. No, I'm okay. Really not interested. Now, nomads have arrived. If I want an easy population boom, I can obviously accept 49 nomads, but we're not going to be doing that because diseases can be a thing, and are frequently a thing. And because I really don't want the diseases. I don't want to have to deal with that stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be not dealing with the diseases. Now, what size is this farm? I believe they were 15 by 15, right? The temptation there to split it up into two, like 7 by 15 farms is quite high and put a road down between them, because I think they might be a bit more efficient in terms of the yield. Because there's less land for the farmers to look after. I don't know. I don't know if that actually would be more efficient, but I think I might try it after this harvest. Like, this one here is dire. It's summer, and you've got 3% yield on those potatoes. Like, that is alarmingly bad. I'm actually really concerned about this. Let's go to my blacksmith here and tell you to start making me steel tools. And you do the same. But that is actually 4% yield in late summer. This is actually going to be oh dear. This is going to be a really bad year. Which, oh, even these guys are having a bad year. Why are they having a bad year? I don't quite understand the reasoning behind the terrible yields. I guess I'll figure it out once the snow comes around. Like, even some of these guys look like they didn't have great yields. I don't know. Like, your crop looks alright, I suppose. Some of them back there do look a bit rough. Is it because we didn't have any rain? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about it because I think we'll be okay. We do have enough food to last us for a little while. So I'm hoping we'll be okay. Now you've cleared out your farm completely. Like, these two small farms here always seem to do really well. What do they grow? Beans? I wonder if it's because, like, cabbages and all that. Like, all my bean farms seem to do amazingly well. And then, like, my pepper farms do kind of well too. But everything else seems to do kind of badly. Like, these are all, what, cabbage farms and potato farms? Let's swap you out for beans next year. And let's swap you out for beans as well. And what are you? You are a squash farm. Okay, so the crops are all going to start dying. We are up to 35,000 food. That's fine. Let's remove these structures. And what I'm going to do is make a couple of new farms. And they are going to be like this. So 15 by 7 and 15 by 7. Then the same here, 15 by 7 and 15 by 7. And what I'll do is do beans and squash and peppers and potatoes. And that's got all of my farmers back working, which is good. But just with a bit less land to look after. Now, who doesn't have a job? Someone is running around there, or someone was running around there without a job. But I think we're alright. Someone was killed by a cave-in. Well, that kind of sucks. That definitely sucks. Merchant has arrived with nothing I'm interested in, so get lost, buddy. This area over here is nice and clear, which is good. So let me look into some farms. Could look into some cherry orchards as well, but we'll not worry too much. Let's do 15 by 5 and 15 by 5 and 15 by 5. And can I get another one? I absolutely can. 15 by 5. Can I get another one? No. Okay. Can I get one on this side? No. Alright. Let me just pause, because it is late winter. These guys are going to want to start working in these farms pretty quickly. Let's do 15 by 10 and 15 by 10. Then do 10 by 7, I guess. And let's see if I can get a few more of these in here. Can I do like 15 by 5? No, I can do 14 by 5. Which will do. Going to this side, I could do a little 15 by 5 spot there. Which I'll do. Same with here as well. And the same with here. And we'll see if they end up being kind of efficient. I really don't know if they will, but I'm curious. I'd also like to do some pathways down between all of those. Then a tunnel would be real good, wouldn't it? What if I did a little path that goes there, and then I said I want a tunnel there? It'll actually work, which is good. So I want a tunnel on that side, and I also really want to see if I can get a tunnel. No, I can't get one there. Can I get one there? Yeah, I can do one there. So let's do that. Let's get the little pathway that's going to lead to the tunnel. And the little pathway that's going to lead from that tunnel. Just like that. Apparently made of dirt. Not really what I was going for. So can I get that to go to stone? Yes, I can. Then bring this around like so. and around like so. Alright, so that's going to connect through, which is going to be great news. You are going to connect to there. And then on this side, the tunnel is just there. And is just there. Alright. So that's all set to be built and cleared out. As for these farms, we're going to do beans on 2 of them. And we're going to do squash on 2 of them. And we are also going to need a storage barn over this way. Probably a couple of them if we're honest. So we'll get one there. And I will try and get a storage barn. I can't get one there, unfortunately. Can't really get one down there either. So I'll throw a couple of them just there. And I can't get one there. So that should be fine. I think that's going to be fine. Just having a couple of storage barns right by the edge of the farms. I would really like one over on this side. Which technically I can do. I just don't know if I will. I mean, I guess I might as well. It's going to be the size of that farm, so that's fine. So hopefully that'll get built. What have you okay, you're not going to be doing anything this year. Let's go up to 168 farmers. And let's see what happens. Let's see if that's going to be enough. I want to see if that helps. We do also need a bunch of builders, but I mean, we'll see what happens. It's snowing in early spring. That's kind of alarming. Let's do potatoes there. Let's do peppers there. Let's do cabbages on those ones, because I know the cabbages haven't been great. So I'm curious to see if smaller cabbage fields are going to be a good idea. But I don't know. I am really curious to see what happens here. What are you? Your peppers. You are going to be... What's this one? That one's potatoes. Let's do a couple of potato fields here. You are both cabbages, so you are also going to be cabbages. And let's go up to 180 farmers. Those are ridiculous numbers. But I'm okay with it. Completely okay with it. I just want to see if this actually works. I really, really do. Now, the good news, of course, is that the tunnels are up and working, so that's useful. It means that anyone living over here can work as a farmer in this area and not be that far away. Storage barns are going up as well, which means that these guys are going to be able to store their crops nice and locally. There we go. There's 2 of them up. And I imagine a third one's going to go up fairly soon. How many laborers are we currently sitting on? 17 laborers, 12 builders, 391 adults, 37 students, 54 children. Okay. How's this area looking? Oh, this is looking interesting. So beans are apparently very good. Beans are apparently something we can grow a lot of. Peppers aren't doing great. Potatoes are doing better in the smaller field, that's for sure. Squash is doing pretty well as well. So I'm curious to see just how much we produce. I mean, if my people are going to be eating nothing but beans, then so be it, basically. That's what's going to happen. That's we're going to be the village of Yonkers, famous for well, tootin', basically. Famous of tootin'. That's actually how we keep ourselves warm. We huddle up in a group and just oh god, no. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going there. Jesus, that would be an interesting. That would be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. That's literally it. That's the end of that conversation. Looking at this though, I mean, this small potato field is definitely doing better than some of the big ones. And then you look at this and it's like 98% yields. There's some big yields in there, which is actually really exciting. Hold on, Faustine has been. We've had like 4 different people called Faustine. Then you get Indy becoming a student. Indy is the name of my cat, except with a Y. So that's interesting. My cat has become a student. And for anyone curious, Indy is in fact named after Indiana Jones. That's just a fun bit of trivia for you there. I have indeed named my cat after Indiana Jones. I'm tempted to get another one, and I'm considering looking for another kitten, early 2017, who I'm going to call Han, basically, or Solo. Possibly Han, though. No, probably Solo. I'll probably call him Solo. And yes, there is a theme there. I'm wanting to name my cats after characters that Harrison Ford has played. I know it's dumb, but I really want to because I think it'd be funny. So you would have Indy and Solo. Do I want to buy steel tools? I don't think I do. Don't really think I'm interested in buying steel tools. Having a look at the amount of food and the amount of harvesting that's been done, things are looking promising, that's for sure. Ooh. There was a lot of harvesting that wasn't done, and the snow is set in. That's annoying. That said, we are sitting quite comfortably on a decent amount of food. This year we have produced 46,000. Not as much as I'd like. Yeah, not as much as I'd like, definitely. Last year we actually produced less than we consumed, but last year was a pretty bad year. Last year was a very, very bad year. This year I think we did a bit better. But still not ideal, is what I'm gonna say. Definitely not ideal. How are you guys doing? You've all got kids. Lot of 6-year-old kids in there. That's gonna be a death wave waiting. That's why I need to not build houses the way I do, isn't it? Because those kids are all gonna, like, keel over at about the same point. So somewhere down the line, there is gonna be one hell of a death wave. And it's gonna suck. It really is. Let's see. I'm tempted to put a couple of stockpiles across here rather than more houses, because I will put another row of 8 houses, but I don't know if I want to go for, like, another 16 houses. I mean, I guess I could. I just don't think I need them yet. Although, that's not the button I was looking for. How many families do we have? We have 249 families. We have 100 more families than we have homes. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not going to build 100 more homes, that's for sure. I mean, that is not happening. That seems like it would be kind of overkill, to be honest. So yeah, that's not going to be a thing. I mean, I could build a couple more. I guess I could build those 16 more homes for this space and be done with it. Because I'm gonna build them eventually, so let's do it. Let's build the 16 homes that we're gonna need. So let's get the style of building, which is that one. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the building there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is gonna take a little while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, they're being built. It's probably a terrible idea, but they're being built. And I think what I'm also going to do is just bring some stockpiles down this way a little bit. Because I can. And then maybe throw a storage barn just sort of off to the side as well. Again, because I can. I don't know. Just seems like it might be an idea to have a little storage barn nearby. Now look at you with your 50... Wow, that yield. That yield, and it's only late spring. Okay, how much did we manage to produce last year? We produced 52,441. We only consumed 50,166, so that's not bad. The trader's arrived, and he's got himself a bunch of food that I'm not interested in, so he can bugger off. There we go. And yes, I have, for some reason, switched to a very bad Scottish accent. You're welcome. Okay. So, you're actually you're harvesting already, right? Yeah, that's good. Early summer harvests are sort of a good thing. You do seem to be carting it away a little bit far, though. Like, you guys sort of... Yeah, no, you're taking it over there. That's fine. I assume that's full. No, that's not full. I don't know why you didn't take it to that storage barn then. That seems very strange. Let me get a little road going around that storage barn. And let me see if I can get a little road going around that one as well. There you go. So that can get done. Food is already pouring in. The health of my people is not great, though. I'm wondering if that's just a situation where they're, like, really bloody cold or something. Because it's a possibility that they are just really cold. So, it might be worth looking into that. Are you already harvesting? It's summer and you are harvesting. That's what I want to see. The amount of food we have is increasing quite quickly. It's only the end of summer. We might have a fairly full harvest this year before it even snows. Like, this is so good. They've had a really good year. Now, you guys are a little bit far away from a storage barn, I realize, so I might want to get another one of those in there. Let's throw one there, and hope that gets built quickly. So that'll be some good storage for you guys up this way. I am thinking, though, it might be an idea to get a couple more herbalists. So getting a herbalist up here could work. Possibly. Honestly, like, even there might be an idea for a herbalist. I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of also want to grab a forester's lodge and, like, throw one just here so I can have a bunch of trees grown in the area. I might do it. I might very well do it. I have seen a few people mentioning in the comments that forester's lodges, you can turn off the cutting, so you can just have them plant trees. I am tempted. I've seen a few other people suggest that you have one forester's lodge set up dedicated to cutting and then one next door dedicated to planting. That could also be an idea. But I think what I'm going to do is I am going to place a little forester's lodge just in here somewhere. So just like there. Could be a nice little place for a forester's lodge. Because then we can start filling out a bunch of that space with trees. And I kind of also like the idea of trying to get one sort of here. Just to fill up a bunch of the space around the farms as well. I think that could be nice. It is purely for aesthetics. That is worth mentioning. Like, this isn't necessarily a functionality thing. It is purely to make the area look a little bit pretty. But I think it could be cool. And it's going to give people some jobs. And when we do have a bunch of builders that aren't really doing anything, we are down to 9 laborers, though, so... Or 8 laborers. Maybe we want to be a little bit careful with what we're doing. But we'll see. We'll totally see. I mean, technically, the foresters are going to be split amongst the new lodges that get built, so... We could be alright. We do have 58 children, 44 students, so... Technically, eventually, we're going to have the people to fill this thing up. You can get lost. Not interested in any of that. Reserve of firewood is fine. The game insists it's a bit low. I disagree. Let's see. What are we looking at for food at the moment? 63,000 produced. Oh, yeah. This was a good year. Oh, yeah. We're in 48,000 and 49,000. Jesus. Okay, the food is back up there. And this guy's already out planting a tree. Look, there we go. He's already planted this one. And that one. Not bad. Okay, let's knock a few people off the building job. Let's go down to 4 there. Let's go up to 20 foresters. Actually, let's go for the full 28 foresters. And go to the 8 laborers there. Because I want to see... You know, I want to see these areas fill up nicely. And fill up quickly as well. So we'll see a bunch of trees grow around this town as time progresses. And we'll see it get, you know, all pretty and stuff. And I mean, this looks kind of cool as well. I wonder if I was to get rid of the dirt paths, would the foresters plant stuff in those areas? Because I'm realizing I think they're planting in, yeah, they are absolutely planting trees in there. So I wonder if they do the same in these little areas. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually a thing. I guess we can test it. Let's go ahead and pull these roads out. And see what happens. Because if they do plant trees in there, that's going to look really nice. And I might be inclined to, like... I'll actually keep this space here because I think it could look nice as well. Just need this area to be cleared out a bit quicker, though. Doesn't look like they're planting anything. It kind of looks like they need a space of like 2 tiles. But I really don't know. If they need a space of 2 tiles, what I can do is take out this bit of road and upgrade this one to stone. Because then we'll have the space in here for the trees. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. It might fill up, it might not. But I think what I'll do as well is just... clear out the dirt from these bits as well. Just in case, you know? Just in case they decide to plant some trees in there. Let's do the same down here. And do the same down there. And, yeah, I'm not seeing anything, but that area is going to look good. This area is already filling up with a bunch of trees. That's going to look really nice when it's done. That is actually going to look really nice once all those trees start growing properly. We are alarmingly down to 2 laborers, though. The population of... Oh, wow. Yeah, the population has actually kind of dropped since the beginning. Actually, no, it's exactly where it was, isn't it? The population's exactly where it was. We needed 125 more... Oh, God. That's annoying. So we've literally done nothing for the population this episode. Well, no, that's a lie. We have. We're back up to a bunch of students. We have a population that I believe is, I think, a little bit higher than it was. I have no idea. All I know is we produced 16,000 more food than we consumed last year. So things are going well. I think it's fair to say things are going well. And, well, actually, I say that. You've got a pretty bad yield coming along. Some of you guys are already harvesting. Some of you guys are doing alright. What about over here? Over here is looking okay. You're doing a pretty bad job with those peppers, but the rest of you seem to be doing fine with beans. Yeah, I think Yonkers is coming along nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you kind of for watching. This has been part 11 of our Banished Let's Play. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.